Good morning. Here is the Sanibel Island and Southwest Florida update as February 21st, 2023. For Sanibel's upcoming election, in-person voting will take place at the Sanibel Recreation Center on March 7th from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. The deadline to request mail-in ballots is February 25th. Lee County posted a new red tide alert. An alert level of red tide was found near Lynn Hall Park on Fort Myers Beach, Gasparilla Island State Park near Boca Grande Pass, Turner Beach on Captiva Island, Blind Pass Beach on Sanibel Island, and Lighthouse Beach on Sanibel Island. This is in response to water samples taken on February 13th, 14th, and 15th. Side note, red tide alerts for Sanibel does not mean the whole island has red tide. I was on the island on the 14th and 15th. I walked near the beach at the Island Inn and personally did not experience any red tide symptoms. I did see some dead fish, but they were not fresh and did not have an overpowering smell. We drove by Blind Pass several times and the parking lot was always full, so the red tide alert does not deter beach use. Red tide happens a lot on the island and is something that we are used to. I have talked about red tide in previous updates, but if it is something that concerns you, check out the Lee County Department of Health website to learn more about red tide, how to take precautions, etc. At Sanibel's weekly meeting, the Natural Resources Department would like to remind homeowners as they start to work on their landscaping restoration, 75% of landscaping must be native vegetation. Permits are required for when working on mangroves, beach dunes, and vacant lots. The use of heavy equipment requires a permit. Also, a reminder, homeowners cannot plant vegetation in the right-of-way. Remember I mentioned last week Captiva Island has that same problem that homeowners want to extend their land boundaries by planting as close to the road as possible, and on Captiva, that's the area that bicyclists, and pedestrians are allowed to walk. Homeowners planting in the right-of-way, or what I like to call the easement, this gets in the way of road crews. It also gets in the way of bikers and pedestrians. Sanibel's next hurricane update will be March 7th at the City Council's monthly meeting, which also happens to be Sanibel's election day. Thanks for listening.